Yes, people. We are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another edition of the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A solo edition, where I answer sporting questions from the chat from the lovely citizens in the city of Sarcasm. European football returns next week. Can Manchester United or Spurs win the Europa League? What are Arsenal's Champions League chances? In regards to Manchester United, a lot of information, a lot of news coming out. It seems that the Cunha deal, we are going to get a here we go soon. Fabrizio Romano tweeted that. Ornstein also said that it's likely Alejandro Garnacho will leave Manchester United in the summer as well. So I'm sure there's going to be questions on all those things I just mentioned. But any questions you lot have, whether it's football related, NBA playoffs is going on, maybe you got questions on that, get your questions in, people. Get your questions in. If you're a member of the channel, then your question takes priority like a super chat. So if you want to make sure I get to your question, either join the membership or send a super chat, people. Link for the membership is in the pinned comment as well. But if you are a non-member or it is a non-super chat and it's a great question, I'll get to it. Those things just take priority though, including, like I said, that's just part of the membership. So make sure you check it out as well. And let me know any perks you'd like to see me add as well, because I'm always looking to provide better content and things that you lot would like to see. So big up everyone supporting as always. Make sure you run up the likes though. If you're watching this live right now or watching this back after the live, hit the like button on the video. So important you do that. Share this out across all the socials at That's Me Flawless, at Sarcasm City TV, at Sarcasm City TV, at That's Me Flawless. And on top of those two things, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell as well. It is road to 15,000 subscribers. Big up to Promo, who's in the chat. Prom, I says, bless up, running late. No, I normally leave it running for like 5-6 minutes. Big up to Sai says, big up Flawless, run up the likes. My nephew says F Europe. Gold says big up Flawless as well. Big up to Daniel, who says Manchester United could win the Europa League. I don't see Spurs making it past Glint. That is one thing a lot of people have said, that it would be just like Spurs to get past Frankfurt, get past Alkmaar, but then go out to the first Norwegian side to make a European semi-final in the country's history. And I hear it. Do I think Spurs get past Glint? Bodo Glint personally, yes, I do. I do see them getting past Bodo Glint. However, if they were to go out, it wouldn't surprise me. If anyone is picking Bodo Glint to knock them out, it wouldn't surprise me either. But I don't think any of the European sides. Sorry, let me clarify that. I don't think any of the English sides win their European competition. I don't think Manchester United win the Europa League, to be honest. I don't think Spurs win the Europa League, and I don't think Arsenal win the Champions League. I think all sides have not slim chances. Actually, let me scratch that. Yes, I think Arsenal have a slim chance, because I don't think they get anywhere near a Barcelona or Inter Milan, even though I do think they get past PSG. Those two, I look at that as the final. I look at both the Champions League and the Europa League the exact same. I think the semi-finals one of the semi-finals in each competition is the final for that competition. So I think the winner of the Barcelona Inter Milan tie wins the competition. I think the winner of the Atletico Bilbao versus Manchester United wins that competition. I've said it. I think if Manchester United get past Bilbao, we win the competition. I just don't think we get past Bilbao. That's the problem. And normally, I'm not confident, but I have some form of optimism. But yeah, this is it. I keep saying this day in, day out. The more and more I think about it, the more and more I talk about it, the more and more I get asked questions about it. I just don't see us getting past Bilbao. I hope I'm wrong, but I really don't as well. And to Isu says, I would like to see you with Lee, Matty, DJB, Aaron, Dan, and Jessa doing the show. Who? Are you talking about Lee Gunner? Is that Lee Gunner? Matty Gunner? Who's DJB? Who's DJB? Which Aaron? Which Dan? And who's Jessa? Clarify further on these. PSG will beat Arsenal. No, I don't think PSG beat Arsenal. I think Arsenal get past PSG. Gyökeres joining Arsenal, your thoughts and insights if that does happen. Seems like he's a good signing. Not watched a lot of him, but when I've watched Gyökeres, he seems like a good player. His goal record speaks for itself. I think he's got more goals than games. That's the craziest part. Do I think he's a success at Arsenal? Yes. Always skeptical in regards to signing players, not necessarily from the Portuguese league, but just signing players from outside the league. We see Nunez's record when he was in Portugal, and then he came to Well, he's currently in England, and yeah, man has died a horrible death, like Darwin Núñez. But if Gyökeres, he is definitely one thing I will say about Gyökeres, an improvement on what Arsenal have. He's a better striker than Havertz, and he's a better striker than Moreno. So he is. How well he does, I'm not 110% sure. He's going to be playing up against a lot of low blocks and teams playing deep. There's not going to be a lot of space for him to run into. So how is his overall game? Because his game is on movement, on pace, running in behind, having lots of space. How good is he as a footballer? I don't know, because like I said, I don't watch him like that. And to actually would have to tell me who some of these people are. Obviously, Lee Gunn is my guy. I've been on Lee Gunn's channel many a time. I've worked with Matty Gooner over there. I believe that's Southern Gooner over there on Gunner's channel. But which Aaron you talking about and which Dan? You're gonna have to tell me. I don't know, because there's multiple Aarons in this space. Shout out to my Don Aaron Sakayo. That's my G right there. And which Dan? There's multiple Dans. There's Arsenal Dan. There's a Chelsea Dan. Not even the Daniel in the chat. There's another Chelsea Dan. So you'll have to tell me. And then I'll be able to tell you. But yeah, I've worked with Gunner many a time. Many a time. Let's see what else you lot are saying as well. See, there you go. Flawless will be on with all of them tomorrow on American Idiots. There you go. You will catch me tomorrow on American Idiots. It is their 100th show. It is their 100th show. So shout out to TJ. You'll see me over there. Oh, 12th man, Dan, Aaron Talks, Arsenal, Jess, History of Arsenal show. I work with, you talking about, 12th man, you talking about Potts. Potts is my guy. I'm on the show with him and Judges. They're just rescheduling the show, but it was early Monday, midday. It was like midday, that show. If you go and check it, I'm on the show over there, but they're just rescheduling it and moving it around. Aaron Talks Arsenal have never met. And Jess, I think I've been on a show with her yonks back. Like on the Football Terrors, maybe, but that was years ago. But you'll see me with these people, like TJ just said. Yes, we're running clubs today. Yes, we are, nephew, because it's over. Playoffs is over. So yeah, I don't know where did we finish. Top 25? Was it competitive? Were we top 25% or top 50%? Hope it's top 25. 16-4 we finished. We really should have went 20-0, but next time we're going 20-0, people. Warrior J says Manchester United will have a new round of talks very soon to try get the deal done with Matheus Cunha. And here we go. It's really, really possible soon. That's from at Fabrizio Romano. Again, over the moon about this. Me and Veta was talking about it yesterday. I've spoken about it in depth on the Man United podcast on Monday and Tuesday as well. Over the moon about a Cunha deal. Over the moon about a Cunha deal. Just get it done. Just get it done expeditiously. He improves us. He adds everything. He adds goals. He adds assists. He adds the technical level because he can dribble. He can run without the ball. He can go past the man. Technically sound. Well, I already said technically sound. Great ball control. First touch. Can shoot. All of that stuff. And then the physical attributes he has as well. Great acceleration, great sprint speed, top pace, lovely balance, lovely agility. And also he's got the mentality to play for Manchester United as well. He has that air of arrogance about him. He has that confidence about him. He also has that aggression that's needed as well that we lack in this side too. He ain't going to just roll over when we lose and all. We're in a tough spot. So over the moon about Matheus Cunha. He was top of my list. Yeah. When I last seen him, he was 150. Yeah, it was around that yesterday as well, but I'm going to double check because I think it's over. I think it is over now. Like, it's been, the playoffs is done. Flawless, the lap is the striker United wanted, but you think United more than the lap? Do you think United is that saying need more than the lap? I'm guessing inside. And David Ornstein said United are in the race for Osimhen. Wait, what? When did Ornstein say this? When did Ornstein say this? I missed this. Hold on. Ornstein said this, and none of you lot in the chat up until side thought to tell me that Ornstein said United are in the race for Osimhen. Because we're definitely in for the lap. So are we in for two? Are we in for both? But in regards to it, do I think we need more than the lap? Yes, I would definitely. I said this about the lap signing, why I liked it so much. One, I like him as a player. He's already had a successful season in the Premier League in terms of scoring goals, assists, playing at Ipswich, etc. He's only 30 million. So if he's on the bench, it's not really an issue if he's on the bench. If he's on the bench, if we do go and get an Osimhen or a more senior striker. Nephew, I seen the same thing that Osimhen ain't a priority. I seen the exact same thing that Osimhen is not a priority. However, oh yeah, see, I didn't think so. My mistake, not in for Osimhen. But yeah, with Delap, I like the signing. If our front three is Delap, Konya, and Mano at the start of next season, I'm over the moon with that. I am over the moon because that is miles better than what we have currently, and that's an attack I could actually say we'll score goals. We will create, we will score goals, we will cause problems for defenses no matter how we're playing. Whether we're dominating the ball and we're playing a low block at home or away, or we're away from home and the opposition, we're playing a better opposition and they have the ball. Whether that's because the lap can spin in behind, he's quick enough. Cunha has that too. Mano's just of quality. And then that's not even adding in a Xerxes or a Bruno or Ahmad, who can all play in the front three as well. There needs to be more, but yeah, I'm all for it. I'm all for it. Your thoughts on Kroenke's as sports clubs owners? Are they really in it for trophies? Why are they starving Arsenal? Can Josh turn things around for Arsenal and is better a step in for the winning? But they see, don't the Kroenke's own, is it the Denver Nuggets? What? And do they not? It seems, if I'm correct, did their NFL team not win the Super Bowl too long ago? So their NFL team, they seem to back properly. Their basketball team, I believe, is successful and they back properly. They just look Arsenal. They just look at Arsenal as money grab. Their main objective with Arsenal is not to win trophies, not in the slightest. The Arsenal fans just got to accept that, and I think a lot of them have. Hence why their Kroenke's out. They don't want to win trophies. It's not their main MO. It's not only to win but to dominate. It's a money thing with Arsenal. Do I think Josh can turn things around? If he has the right, they've got enough money. Yes, it's all about intent. Do they want to put up the money that is needed to be successful at the highest level in football and be dominant? I don't know. And it's better a step inside. It seems. Look at Berta's track record. He has a very, very, very good track record. So it seems so. It certainly seems so. There are no favourites yet for Liam Delap. He will make a decision before the under 21 Euros. His next destination will become apparent over the next month or so. So that's from Ornstein. Fez. See what else. Yeah, Nuggets and Rams. So yeah, appreciated Corey. So the Nuggets won the chip literally couple seasons ago, or a couple of years ago. And the Rams, I swear, won an NFL Super Bowl. So yeah. Yeah, they just struggled to run a Premier League team. That's pretty much it. Thoughts on the FA Cup semi-final, who do I think will be in the final? I keep messing up who's actually in the semi-final. So all jokes aside, all bias aside, I think Villa get past Palace and I think City get past Forest. As much as I want City to go out to Forest, I think City do the business. So I think it will be an Aston Villa Manchester City final. And I'm hoping Villa do the business. I don't care who wins as long as it's not City. It can be Palace, it can be Villa, it can be Nottingham Forest. But I just don't want City to win the FA Cup. I want them to go trophyless. But you would have to say they are favourites. Look at what they just did to Aston Villa. Forest are not at it. And they packed up Crystal Palace literally a couple of weeks ago as well, going 2-0 down. And then they battered them in that game. Absolutely battered them in that game. Let's see what else you lot are saying in the chat. Flawless, you think Ruben plays Mano as a 10? Because I don't see that. I can see Xerxes, Cunha as a 10, Delap as a striker. If you get him, Agate, Bruno midfield. I think he's figured out, finally, that Mano is a 10. So I think he will play him as a 10. I think Xerxes and Cunha, they're 10s. Xerxes played as the 9 also. Delap will play as a striker too. We do need to sign 2 central midfielders, though. Bruno's definitely one of the central midfielders he's going to play. So it's Bruno and whoever. I'm hoping it's not Agate. Problem is, I don't know what profile he's going to go for. Who does he play alongside Bruno? But yeah, I think Mano plays as a 10. I think he's figured that out. I don't expect to see Mano in the pivot. When he's played, in the short time he's been back, he's not played in the pivot when he's got on. Because he played against Lyon in the first leg, played in the 10. He was chasing the game. Even when he got on against Lyon in the second leg, he was in the 10. The Wolves game, I believe he was playing. It looked to me, obviously I didn't watch the game live, he was playing in the 10 also. So I think the pivot has sailed. So hopefully not. Yeah. That look at what they just did to Villa, I'm not hearing, not going to lie. We battered them at home 2 seasons in a row. Haven't got a point, let alone 3 in my lifetime at the Etihad. We can win this competition. I hope so. I just didn't like the performance from Villa in that game. I didn't. If it was at your place, if it was at Villa Park, I hear you. But I didn't like that Villa performance at all. I didn't. I expected more from Villa, despite their poor record there. And I just didn't see it. Obviously, Rashford hit the post early on, the penalty, but I think we all knew that goal was coming. And we got to make better subs as well. Emery, my guy. Boy, he has to make better substitutions as well. I hope you lot beat him. I hope I'm wrong, nephew. I just don't see it. I just really, really don't see it. Yeah, I hear it, but we're shy. It's like when we versus you, we never show up. Yeah, and that's where it is. That's why I say that. If it was at your place, I'm saying Villa all day. I just think neutral ground suits them because the Etihad is closer. Correct me if I'm wrong. Villa Park's a big pitch, but the Etihad's a bigger pitch, and Wembley's massive. Wembley's massive, but just make sure you get past Palace because I give you a better chance than Palace. I think Emery went defensive against City, not going to lie. I have no issue with him going defensive. It was just, I expected just more from the players. I rate Villa players highly. I've spoken Kamara, Onana, Rodgers, Watkins. Rashford's been good there. Asensio, Ramsey. This goes on. Denier. Like, I don't know what's going on with Martinez, but I do rate him as a goalkeeper. He just made a couple mistakes. So, yeah. I hope so. I would think so. But then it didn't suit you lot against them. But then it didn't suit you at the Etihad. And that's the Etihad's a big pitch. I think that's one of the biggest pitches in the league. So that's why I expected more. But mentioned your poor away record there. I would hope so. Because their midfield don't run. I'm hoping you just like are powerful and just overrun them in there. If it is Tielemans, Onana, well, not so much Tielemans, but Onana, Kamara, for example, or even McGinn. So, yeah. I also think his team selection left. That's fair. That's fair. And that's more on him. Get it right. Just get it right. So you'd have went what, McGinn instead of who? Because I know Tielemans is playing. So you go, what it would have been Onana, Tielemans, McGinn? And Rodgers out in one of the wide spots? Or would you have went with? Because McGinn's impressed me. I thought he was very good against PSG. Both legs. I think he was a standout. Big up, Lucky says, I respect the consistency. Keep pushing, my G. We're here. Hey, appreciate the kind words, man. And we're going to keep it rolling. We are going to keep it rolling. Let's see. Rodgers left, McGinn right. Yori 10. Okay. So you would have went Rodgers left, McGinn right, Yori in the 10. I'm guessing it's Kamara and Onana. Fast. Keep the ball. And then Watkins up top. Because then you got Rashford, Asensio, Marlon all off the bench. Fast. And you lot continue to get your questions in, and let's run up these likes. How are we only at 12 likes, man? Let's get up to 30 likes, people. What are we doing? Let's get up. Like check 1 2 1 2. Like check 1 2 1 2. Let's get up to 30 likes. What are we doing? Hit that subscribe button as well. We are absolutely slacking. Here. 13 likes ain't enough, man. Word to Kendrick Lamar, it's not enough. And people, I'm trying to get everything back onto Spotify as well. I know I've not updated it. That's because I did a deal. Deal didn't work out in regards to what I was trying to do with the audio, so I'm trying to get back over there. I mean, get everything back uploaded on there, and it's still not working, so I need to get that sorted after this because I don't know what's going on as to why it's not working. Don't have a Scooby. This thing just playing up. Let me check iTunes. It's been annoying me for the last few days now. I'm trying to figure out how to do it. Let's see. Because I bet I ain't even working on iTunes either. So it is. So why is Spotify not updating? I gotta figure that out after. Because it's updating on one and not the other. Watkins off the bench. Start him first. Big up Warrior Jace's thoughts on the Copa del Rey final. Watch along on both the playback and YouTube, by the way. Yeah, people, Saturday's a stack day. You're getting watch alongs galore, not only on the playback, but it's also here on the YouTube. And of course, you'll get the Yardman show as well. Thoughts on the Copa del Rey final. Much more pressure on Real Madrid. Must win. Barcelona still on for a treble. They're into the semi-final of the Champions League. They're top of La Liga as well. And all the pressure is on Real Madrid. Because if Real Madrid lose that, damn, then it's just La Liga to play for, and they're 4 points behind them with 5 games to go, and they do play each other. But Barcelona have packed up Madrid twice this season, I believe. I believe the 2 times because we watched one of the games. There was a watch-along thing. It was 4-0 in La Liga, and then they packed them up in their version of the Charity Shield, was it? Like their Super Cup. Packed them up again. So you think that Ancelotti and Madrid do something different to turn it around. You can't just keep getting packed up. You wouldn't expect him to lose 3 times in a row. But then if someone said they was going to beat him heavily twice in a row, I would have said the same thing. So yeah, all of the pressure is on. Actually, I can't say all of the pressure. Much more of the pressure is on Real Madrid than it is Barcelona. But I'm looking forward to it. 2 teams with stacked with talent. Even though Real Madrid have not been high this season, stacked with talent. Stacked with talent. You got Yamal, Lewandowski, Rafinha, Pedri, De Jong on one side. On the other side, I know Camavinga got injured, but you got Tchouaméni, Valverde, Gula, Vinicius Jr., Bellingham, like Mbappe, Rodrigo. You got so much talent out there on the pitch. So it's like, that's what you want to see. This is what you want to see, is games like this. This is why I was hoping Real Madrid went through. I was trying to see them. I was trying to see an El Clasico final. I wanted to see an El Clasico final. I want to see the best players play the best players. But Arsenal deserve to go through. So, you know, Real Madrid can have no complaints. Ancelotti got to get it together and figure it out, because they can still win a double, which is crazy to say if they win the Copa del Rey and La Liga. Has been an unsuccessful season. That's mad to say. You can win 2 trophies. You can win your domestic league and win your main domestic cup, and we'll still look at it and go, that's how highly we look at Real Madrid. And also bringing in Mbappe and what the Champions League in particular means to them. Because for everyone else, it levels out. Like, we hold our leagues in high regard, like right there with the Champions League, whether it's slightly higher or not, but we hold it high. They've sacked 2 managers the same summer of winning La Liga. So the managers won it in May and then been sacked in June. That would never happen at any other club. Like, Flick wouldn't win just La Liga and get sacked. Wouldn't happen. Diego Simeone wouldn't just win La Liga with Atletico Madrid and then get sacked that same summer. Same with any, like, Liverpool wouldn't sack Slot now. Arsenal wouldn't sack Arteta. Chelsea wouldn't sack Maresca. Spurs wouldn't sack Ange Postecoglou. Manchester United, we wouldn't sack Amorim. It's just very, like, they just don't care. Like, Arsenal wouldn't sack Arteta. Same way with Bayern Munich as well, but they just disregard their league. It's crazy. They just disregard it. Like, it can't save. That's the one thing saves his manager a job. That saves you your job anywhere else in Europe. You win your domestic league, you are going nowhere. Or if you do get sacked, it's not due to performance. That's off the field stuff. Maybe you and the board don't get on. Maybe you and the board have issues over transfer targets, but that saves you your job. But yeah, we move. Question: What will be an 8 to 10 transfer window for you? And if Ruben gets his players, what is your expectation? 8 to 10 transfer window: goalkeeper, 2 central midfielders, a 10 and a striker. So that's goalkeeper, that's 2 central midfielders, 10 striker. Am I missing something? Did I say 2 10s? Well, those 5 anyway. Definitely need, and a starting 5. That's what it is. Yeah, starting 5. That's what is needed. Oh, is it the same? Okay. Etihad looks bigger. It's crazy then. So why did you lot struggle so much? Crazy. That's mad. I don't know why you lot. Villa Park looks like a tighter pitch, but it just must be where the crowd is, because, yeah, I don't know. I legit don't know. Thank you for that. Mad. But in regards to an 8 to 10 window, those 5, but it has to be starting 5. So, like, Cunha and Delap are great starts. I did say, yeah, Cunha and Delap are great starts because they walk into the first team and improve us. And I have no doubts about their ability to perform to a good level in the Premier League. Now go get a central midfielder. Now go get 2 central midfielders. Now go get a goalkeeper. Go get these things. And if he gets his players, just an improvement across the board. It's not one metric, it's everything. It's every metric. It's eye test and stat test. Everything has to improve. If everything doesn't improve, something's gone wrong, because everything's in hell. I'm not even saying everything has to be great. I keep saying it, get us to be a competent unit. I'm not even looking at league position, because if we're better, we're naturally going to move up the table. So I'm not saying, he has to finish top 4 or top 6 or top 8 or that goes hand in hand with performing better. That should never be an objective. All right, we got to finish top 10. The reason why I'm not saying we have to finish top 10 is because if you're a competent unit, you finish in the top half of your league comfortably. I've spoken about why I've never championed top 4. Because if you're one of the better teams in your league, and you spend the amount Manchester United do in regards to resources, automatically you should be one of the best 4 teams, 6 teams in your league. So I don't champion these things. So yeah, I'm never gonna sit and be like, oh, top 10. Become a competent unit. Who's 10th right now in the Prem? Who's 10th right now in the Premier League? Who's 10th? Let me see. 10th right now in the Premier League is Brighton. Brentford are 2 points off it. Palace are 3 points off it currently. It's like, come on, man. It's really not tough to have 50 points by the end of April. 50 points right now puts you 8th. Again, and 50 points is not a great return, but it's 4 more wins. Yeah, 4 more wins would have took us to. So if we would have turned 15 of those losses, let's say we would have lost 11 games and 4 of those were wins, we would have won 14 matches. We'd be 8th. Again, that's not too much to ask him, in my opinion. But when we attacked, we threatened. Yeah, you did batter them badly over at your place. That's why I expected more. Bilbao probably the toughest opponent you met in Europa in your season. But if you get a result in the first leg, are you confident with the second leg at home? Absolutely. My biggest issue is the away leg. Because I don't want the tie to be over by the time it gets back here, and I think it will be. I don't think we can scam this one. I think this is one scam too many. This is one Ponzi scheme move too many. Like, we trying to move on a big client to scam him out of big money. This ain't no $1,000 move. This is millionaire. We trying to scam a millionaire right now. That's what we're trying to do. We are trying to scam a millionaire. This is like a Ocean's 11, Ocean's 12, 13 type bank job. This is not no minor thing. You are trying to rob the casino for all its bread. Like, this is not just running up in a local bank where there might be a couple thousand in there. No, this is the casino. You know what I'm saying? This is a major move we are trying to make, and I just think it's one too many. I think it's one too many. McKenna says he won't rule out the possibility of Liam Delap staying at Ipswich despite interest from bigger clubs. Liam's focus is here and finishing the season as strong as it will be. I think there's certainly a possibility that he's an Ipswich player next year. But if he has a release clause and someone pays the release clause, it's a wrap. Which it seems, because even the comments before said Manchester United are not the only team interested in Liam Delap. So I think that's just the generic answer that managers give, to be honest. Like, I think they know Delap's on his way out. Take your 30 M's and try to get back in the Premier League next year. I think that's what it is. I think that's exactly what it is. Let's see what else is going on. By the way, off topic, Eddie Howe's returned to Newcastle. Hey, love that. Great to see. Health is wealth. Great to see Eddie Howe return, man. I don't wish that on any manager whatsoever. I wish that on anybody should I add. So great to see that he has indeed returned. For real, for real. Hey, you lot questions, man. Because I know when I be doing all the other shows on here and on the playback, I'm not able. There we go. I'm not able to get to the chat as much as I would like because I'm having conversations and other panelists are having conversations. That's why I do the solo Q&A. That's why I do it. This thing is annoying me. Why is this not working? What is going on? See all the behind the scenes stuff that I have to do, people. All the behind the scenes stuff that I have to do. This thing don't want to work. Let's see right now. Having to talk to online chats and stuff like that. I don't know what's happening. For real. See what else you lot are saying. Hey, Don C, big up, family. Hope you're all good. Hope everything is blessed as well. And to Amma Ali says, instead of Delap, why do we not go for Tammy Abraham? So I don't even know if you're still here, Amma. Do you rate Tammy Abraham? Are you a fan? Let me know if you rate Tammy Abraham. That's a very, 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 what's the word I'm looking for? Strange question, is what I'd say. Yeah, man. I hope you're all blessed on T, man. Hope you're all good. Hope everything's good with you, man. I hope everything is absolutely blessed. You already know. You already know. See what else you lot are saying as well. Questions, people. Questions. What's happening? Because you lot be active in the chat when it's watch-alongs. When United are losing, yeah, you lot be hella active then. Talking hella rubbish. My people who was talking hella rubbish when we was losing to Leon. Now I went back to the chat. Ghost Town. Ghost Town. We are winning the Champions League. Oh, yeah. Shout out to Mr. Whopper. It's been a minute. Ain't see you in a minute. Says we are winning the Champions League easy after dismantling champions of Europe as easy as we did. When Arsenal go out of the Champions League, just make sure you're here. That's all I want to know. Just make sure you're here. I'm saying this now. Arsenal ain't winning the Champions League. Then it be known now. Arsenal are not winning the Champions League. Yeah, I think they get past PSG. Yes. Are they good enough to beat Barcelona or Inter Milan over one game? No. Don't think they are. I think stylistically they're both terrible matchups for them for very varying reasons. I think Inter Milan do everything. Arsenal do well even better. Because Arsenal defensively are a very, very, very good side. Very good side defensively. Extremely well organized. Hard to break down. Tough to beat. Inter are that times 20. Inter are the exact same. And also as well, I think Inter have a much, much, much better manager. And then on the flip side, Barcelona probably got the best attack in Europe. They got the best attack in Europe. Probably the best midfield in Europe. Probably. And I rate PSG's midfield highly, but De Jong, Pedri, Gavi is there a better midfield in Europe than those three? They're just going to pop you off the park, and then you've got a quality front three as well. One of the best front threes in Europe. Is that the best front three in Europe? It's the best front three left in the competition. Is it the best front three in Europe? So there you go. So you're playing arguably the best front three in Europe and arguably the best midfield in Europe. You're not dealing with that. Even though defensively you can get at them. And also, Hansi Flick's levels above Artel. Levels above. But yeah, we'll be here for them Arsenal tears, man. We're going to be here for that. I'm telling you. What current NBA series has been your favorite so far? Oh, Clippers Nuggets. Clippers Nuggets has been quality. Two very, very good teams. Quality on both sides. That Kawhi performance in game 2 was ridiculous. You got Kawhi, you got Harden. On the other side, you got Jokic, you got Murray. Like, yeah, Clippers Nuggets has been a very, very good series. Enjoyed Lakers T-Wolves too. Lakers Timberwolves, that's also been good. That has also been very, very good. But Clippers Nuggets, which is tonight as well, people. We're watching them for that. Arsenal are known to show up against the big teams, the small teams. We struggle. Yeah, that's all well and good, but like I said, Barcelona, Inter Milan are levels above most of what you face. Barcelona, they better. Barcelona better, but PSG, we've seen what they did to Liverpool. But Barcelona, I just think they're two better sides. Yeah, of course, Partey and Rice are good together, but are they as good as De Jong and Pedri? No, they're not. Flawless. Why relegation teams are not able to stay in the Premier League? And is this a money issue or managers trying to play cute football? More than loud. That's what I think it is. You have to, it's all well and good having your philosophy and what you did in the championship where you've had most of the ball, you've been dominating and battering most teams. Have to switch it up. You got to be a little bit uglier to play against. You got Southampton trying to play out from the back. Like, yo, just kick it long. Like, stay in the Premier League. That's all you have to do when you get promoted. Finish 17th or higher. That is legit it. Just be ugly. Just have a decent home record and you'll stay up. Literally. That's not saying win every game. Just have a decent away record. I mean, a decent home record and try pick up points away from home. West Ham, Spurs, Wolves, Manchester United have been awful this season. Awful. And it's not even 40 points to stay up. It's not, you don't even have to get 40 points to stay up. But 11 points, 18 points, 21 points. Nah. Look at the goals you can't be conceding 71 goals, 73 goals, 78 goals. Like, no. As bad as Manchester United have been defensively, we've only conceded 46 goals. Spurs 51, West Ham 55. Be like Everton only conceded 40. Got to concede less goals than that, man. Can't be conceding that many goals. It's outrageous. 3 goals a game. Do you think rotation is key to teams in sport, and why the hell is Arteta not rotating? Yeah, I think it's key to rotate at the right times. I think it's more timing. I don't think rotation all the time is good. It's yeah. That's what I say. I think it's right. It's about rotating at the right time because I think people always automatically assume rotating all the players, and people blame it poor performances or the players tired. So what happens in the first 1 or 2 games when a player has a poor performance? He's fresh. Players are, but I think it's easy to blame. I think it's rotating at the right time and rotating for certain games as well. I don't think it all necessarily comes down to fatigue. Maybe stylistically, certain players match will be better for other games than others. I mean, for other opposition than other players. That's what I'd say. Well, it's off topic, but any thoughts on doing EFL Championship playoff final watch along and playback? Maybe. Yeah, because people over exaggerate. Wait, we only conceded 46 goals. But Manchester United are absolutely dreadful, which we are. But defensively, like I've been saying, it hasn't been too shabby. Our problem is scoring goals because we only scored 48. If it's conceded less than everyone in the bottom half of the table, by Everton, Brighton are 10-53. We conceded less than them. We only conceded 1 more than Fulham, only 6 more than Bournemouth, and we conceded less than Villa, only 6 more than Chelsea, only 2 more than Newcastle, who were 5th. Even Manchester City. Like our problem hasn't been, it's not about the conceding goals. It's not about that. It's the scoring goals is the problem. I don't have the quality to rotate. Well, that's a problem because the squad is, you spent 700 million. So if you spent 700 million and don't have the quality to rotate, where's the money been spent? It's not like you're new there and you just got there and had one window and you spent like 200 million and you're trying to put your first team together. You spent 700 million over the course of half a decade. Why don't you have more quality? Why? Flawless is Rice at 8 or 6, in my opinion. Is he an 8 or is he a 6? That's a good question. He's not, because he don't play on the half turn. So I think he's a 6. I think he's a 6, but in a double pivot. You can't play him as a solo 6, but can you play him in a double pivot? Yes. So like him next to Partey, yes. And then as an 8, he can carry the ball, etc. So he's good at that. Obviously, we know he can't pass forward too tough. We've seen the stats from yesterday. 5 passes forward in 90 minutes and 3 of them were successful. So, about £100 million player. Crazy work. So, yeah, I think it varies on who's him 6 in a double pivot, yeah. Because him next to Partey works. But then if you're a 6 in a double pivot and get forward, you're doing 8-like things anyway. As we've seen from him as of late, you're doing 8-like things. Like Odegaard is having a shit season. Why isn't he benched, rotated? Don't you think it could help the player? And why the hell is he captain of Arsenal? Your thoughts, bro, and God bless. Yes, Odegaard is having a shit season. Why isn't he benched? That's a question for Arteta. I have no idea why Arteta is not benching. That's one of the things that irritates me the most when it comes to football, when it comes to managers, not dropping players when they're performing poorly over an extended period of time. It could definitely help the player. Why is he captain? I don't know. I don't know why he's captain whatsoever. Again, I think they're just 2 mistakes on the manager part. Odegaard should be dropped because he's been performing poorly for a long time now, and he shouldn't be captain. But that's on the manager. That's on the manager. That's it. That's telling you what it is. Bear with me, people. 1 second. Hey, big up Giannis as well. To Daniel, who says, will I ever change my mind about Rice? Yeah, if he performs well, absolutely. I have no issue with that. Like, people think that, oh, I hate Rice. Not you, Daniel, but and this is Troops because he be peddling out this misinformation. I don't hate Rice. I don't dislike Rice. I don't hate or dislike any footballer. Let me just clear that up. I have no hate or dislike for any footballer whatsoever. I just don't think, and I think he's a good player. I think he's a very good player in the right system and playing at his best. I just don't think he's an £100 million player. That's what it is. He's not 100 million. That doesn't mean I don't rate him. I think he's been a good signing for Arsenal. I think he's been a very good signing for Arsenal. 100 million, no. Because there's midfielders who are better than him, and they're not 100 million, in my opinion. Pedri is light years ahead of Rice. I don't think Pedri's 100 million. Like, what are we doing here? So if Rice is 100 million, what's Pedri worth? What's Camavinga worth? People rate Barella highly. What's Barella? because they're midfielders who are all better than Rice. So if they're 100 M's, if Rice is 100 M's, they're 120, 130. But he's more than 20, 30 mil. I'm sorry, I don't think that Rice is anywhere near Pedri. He's nowhere near Pedri. Anywhere as a midfielder, nowhere near him. So if Rice is 100 million, Pedri got to be at least 150, 160. Has to be. Camavinga has to be 150, 160. I don't think Camavinga is worth 150, 160 million. That's different, like I said. So in regards to it, it's about performance. If he performs like he did against Real Madrid, week in, week out, I'll hold my hands up and say, yeah, I got this wrong. 100 million. No. Very good player, but is he worth 100 M's? Absolutely not. Do I think Partey's absence would affect Arsenal in the first leg? Oh, yeah, definitely could. 100% that could. Without doubt. Yes, fam. What you saying, man? You good?
Yeah, what's going on, brother? How you doing, man?
Oh, bless, man. You already know, fam. You already know. And big up to Giannis as well. Says big up Flawless. Smash up them likes every single time, man. Blessings. Says, whoa. Change your mind about Rice. Yeah, because I don't think he's 100 M's promo. That's why. I don't think he's 100 million player.
As an Arsenal supporter, also, I could tell you that he's not 100 million. It's ridiculous to even say that he's 100 million. Like, for me, 60, maybe 65 at best.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
But 100 million, that's ridiculous.
Absolutely. That's where I'm at with it. Flawless thoughts on Real Madrid this season and why Jude unable to perform like last season. Because he's playing a different role. That's why. Because with Mbappe there, he's not. Last season, he was the box crashing 10. So there was no one in front of him. Because you had Vinicius Jr. one side, you had Rodrigo over the other. He was playing like the head of like the midfielders, the box crashing 10, and you had Valverde, Modric, Camavinga, Tchouaméni, all behind him. Now it's changed because they now have, even though Mbappe a focal point, he is playing as a striker. So you now have a striker in front of you. So the reason why a box crashing 10 don't work with a striker like, and actually that being said, because they don't even work for England, box crashing 10s don't really work. Point blank, period. Then it's a thing of the past. When you look at most players who play 10, they are facilitators for others. Like Bellingham is a final action player. He's not going to receive the ball on the half turn behind the opposition's midfield and in front of their defense and turn and play a through ball. That's not his game. His game is getting on the ends of stuff. He don't create for others. He needs others to create for him. That's where it lies. And box crashing 10s are kind of the thing of the past, but it worked because you had Vinicius Jr. who can create for him. You had Rodrigo who can create for him. You had Modric create for him. Valverde can create for him. Whereas now it's kind of like Mbappe's there, and Mbappe he's a final action player too. Even Vinicius Jr. to an extent is a final action player. The only real creative one like that is Rodrigo, and his form's not been at it. So yeah, it's a different in system. There's difference. He's doing a different role. He's actually being a midfielder now.
Yeah.
Whereas before he weren't doing midfield like things. You either play him as a box crashing 10 or you play him as a box to box 8. But him as a 10 with a 9 in front of him. That's why I don't work for England. Him and Harry Kane. I said he should. What Southgate should have done was switch it. If you want to play those two, even though I think it's not the best partnership to do, you should have played Bellingham as the box crash. I just play him as a 9, and Kane drops in anyway. So play Kane as a 10. Since Kane wants to drop in and be on the halfway line, play Kane as a 10, and have Bellingham up there because Bellingham wants to get in the box anyway. Yeah, go on, Duncy. Go on, fam.
And just to add on what you're saying, if you don't actually believe Flawless, just watch back the Arsenal game. Because he couldn't handle, like if you said Declan Rice was a 100 million player, you would say that just off the Real Madrid game, because you could see the deficiencies of Bellingham. There was so much space. He didn't know when to run, when to stick, when to attack the ball. Like defending wise, there was so much space. So like you said, if you don't play him as a 9, then it's hard to find a position for him. I don't think he's a bad player. It's just that he's not a 6, he's not an 8, he's not a 10. That's what I'm saying. He's just a great athlete.
Yeah. He's one of them. He's very specific. Like if you're playing him 8, you have to play him box to box. Because he's athletic, like Don C just said. So if you're playing a 6 and then another 8 surrounding him, and that role that he was in last season for Real Madrid was perfect. You tell Bellingham just box crash, he's just going to score goals because he's a willing runner. The goal he scored against Manchester City in the first leg at the Etihad, that tells you all you need to know. Where Vinicius Jr. went to try and lob the goalkeeper, and he ended up just running onto the end of it because it was a terrible shot by Vinny, and he scores. That's like his game. Big up C24 as well, man. I see you in the chat, man. Big up every single time. I see you. Hope you're blessed. He says, agree. There may be a handful of people in football today who are worth 100 million, and I honestly believe only two exist in the Prem, Haaland and Rodri, when healthy. I hear you on the Rodri, and even Haaland people would go against, but I hear that. Like, Rodri's one of those, like, and the reason why I say that, people, I'm not hearing about systems and having to play here or play there to be 100 million. Like, Rodri, no matter how Manchester City are playing, who's in the midfield, he performs to a high level. We've seen it even before he got injured this season, even though City went at it. Like, that's where I'm at with it in regards to it. So 100 million. And his players, like I said, I rate highly. I think Pedri he's probably but I don't watch Morella like that, so I got to exclude him. But in regards to central midfielders, the best to me, I can't say he's 100 million. Might be close, maybe 80, 90. I need to watch him more. Obviously, I don't watch Barcelona week in, week out, but I do watch them fairly on a regularly, I should say. So that's how I look at that. Prom says, do you agree with me? Zubimendi just doesn't have the physicality to play in the Prem. You would need 3 months on HTH if he comes to the Prem. Your thoughts? Joke, man. You know what? I'm not even going to lie, Prom. I don't watch Zubimendi like that. I watched him in the second leg against us. He played some part in the Euros. I've not watched full 90 minutes of him 5 times. So it'd be unfair of me to say. I think I've watched him 90 minutes once, and that was the second leg against us, and he wasn't good, but I'm not just going to judge him off one game. Because I don't watch Sociedad like that. Maybe Sociedad have played Barcelona, Real Madrid, and did I do that? Maybe, and he played, but all I'm saying is I've barely watched him to say something. Yeah, I've barely watched him. Isak is easily 100 million. I don't know about that, Prom. I don't know about that. I don't know if Isak, and I rate Isak. I think Isak is top quality. My problem is injuries. See, this is where the issue lies. Like, your injury record, I can't say you're 100 M's, and I don't know if you're going to stay fit for the whole season. Like, that's my problem. Let me just have a look at his injury record right here. I'm looking here. So, this season actually not too bad, to be honest. Because he missed 7 games, but a couple of them was with Sweden. So he was out for a month, then he was out for 4 days, then he was out for 5 days. That's this season. That's not too shabby. Season before that, 23-24, he was out for a month, then 25 days as well. That's 12 games, but some of them are Sweden. Then 5 probably. Then 22-23, he was out for a long time.
What's his goal return this season so far?
Oh, yeah, his goal return's been excellent. I'll tell you now. Give me 1 second. But yeah, with Isak, I don't know about the 100 M's, man. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie. 100 M's. 21 goals in 30 matches in the Prem.
Okay. Yeah,
which is super impressive. I rate Isak highly. I'm sold on Isak. 110%. But goal return, very, very good. But 100 M's? Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah. Yeah, see, this is it. C24. Yeah, Pedri is close. Honestly, you got to do something extraordinary, like be instrumental in winning the treble like Haaland and Rodri did. If Barca do it this year, then you got to move Pedri into the 100 million. Yeah, that would be a fair case. That would be a fair case. And yeah, I think I agree with you again. C24, you're making points. Yeah, Isak 80. But 100 M's. I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one. And I rate Isak highly. 100 million? Again, but everyone's metrics different. Yeah, go on, Nancy. So you're saying, fam.
Do you know what it is? I just think that people see difference in players because with us, it's more of a consistent basis. And to be consistent, like you said, you have to be constantly fit. To be fit, to play, to change games, to always score, to make that difference, to get, 20 to 30 plus goals a season, and including 10 assists. That's when you can talk about being world class, because you can't do it over one season, because if that was the case, Palmer would have been world class last season, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And where's he gone? Where's he gone, bro?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
And you can't blame the system, because any player these days can play in whatever system. Give them whatever system to play, especially the forwards, especially a striker. A striker really don't have a system. Your job is just to score. You know what I'm saying? And get the odd assists. And if you can't do that on a regular basis, and for me personally, you can't be world class. And it's just like, if you compare him to, let's say, someone like Aguero, I would have called Aguero world class. Do you know why? Because even though he did have a very good, he was very injured. I mean, he was injured a lot of the times. He will come back and still bang 30 goals and get 10 assists. That's what I'm saying.
That's the only thing that held him back. Because I rate him highly. The only thing that held him back was the injuries, because he was quality. Go on, carry on.
Yeah, different type of gravy. And this is why I say that there's certain players you can look at and like, okay, he's world class because of what he does on the field consistently. Always bringing people in play. The movement, doing certain things. This is why I can't. Remember when I always used to say Haaland is the best shittest striker of this generation. As a goal scorer, amazing. Amazing goal scorer when he's on form. But then when he's not scoring, what is City doing?
Yeah. I hear you. I fully hear what you're saying. 110%. I fully hear that. I'm just checking out Haaland's numbers since people mentioned it, because his numbers are crazy. 21 and 28 is mad.
No. He's a beast when it comes to goal scoring. That's his job, and he does it very well. But then when you got to grind out those results, where are you? When you got to be the star man, where are you? Because if you look back through history and look at the strikers that we had, they'll take the game for the scruff of their neck and they'll do it themselves. They're like Thanos. Yeah, I'm gonna do this fucking shit myself, mate. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Man like Haaland, mate, he doesn't even go past the friggin' 10 nowadays. You might see him in an 8 spot, but other than that, not even.
A big up to Silas, Flawless and Dudley. Your thoughts on this Premier League and why people are calling it one of the worst? It's because I've said this before. It's because the big six are nowhere near the levels that they've been at. This is the worst. Not every big six side, but this is the worst a lot of us have been like in recent times. If it's not the worst, it's like second or third. Like Manchester United, dreadful. This is the worst we've been in the Premier League era. Spurs, dreadful. Worst they've been. So that's 2. Chelsea, they have been worse on the pitch, but their performances haven't been at it. They picked their early season form, helped them out. But talk to Chelsea fans. They will tell you. C24, ask him. He's in the chat. He'll tell you about what he thinks of Chelsea, even excluding where they are in the Premier League. There's Chelsea fans who are not confident on winning the Conference League and saying, hey, we need to improve on this regardless. So you got United, Spurs, you got Chelsea, the other one. Arsenal, you'll hear Don C, TJ, Tony, whoever else, a Northside, a Gunner, a Troops, talk about Arsenal needing to improve as well. So the big sides are not at the levels where they want to be at. City are falling off a cliff as well, as you've seen. This is the worst we've seen City under Pep since he got here. So that's what it is. So when people say it's the worst, it's because the big six are not where they're at, but the other sides are much better. Newcastle, Villa, Brighton, Forest, etc. They're doing their part. The problem is the big six sides are collectively. What I'll say is this is the worst I've seen the big six. I'm not seeing the big six worst as a collective. Yeah, go on, fam. Go on.
Yeah, I was gonna say let's just call it the big 5 because we all know Tottenham don't do shit.
Just this guy, yo.
Nah, bro, I had to throw it in. You know what's gonna come in it. Yeah, but no, I agree with you. It's just the big six. Well, the so-called big six. You know what I'm saying? Because it always seems to be changing nowadays. They really ain't doing what they're supposed to be doing because, like, bar Liverpool, and even if you speak to Liverpool supporters, which I know you do, they still want a lot more out of their team. They still the performances that come out. They're the only ones that's not really worrying about their strike force like that. Apart from Darwin Núñez, the rest of us, we haven't got a striker. You know what I'm saying? Like Arsenal are using 2 number 8s as a striker. You know what I'm saying? You lot, okay, I'll just pass you lot. You know what I'm saying? Chelsea, they've got, who is it, Jackson. And when Jackson's not playing, you've seen it. And Jackson is not good enough. He's good for a lower level team. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? If he went to, let's say, a West Ham or a Everton, I bet you we shine. Less pressure. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Man City just needs an overhaul. Man City needs to get rid of the deadwood, players like Rodri's injured. But to be honest, one man out this team, you can't see the capitulation of how it was or how it is at the moment. So I'm not even going to blame the whole Rodri thing. Yeah, you got certain men that are just stale now, stale food. You get me? Certain people that are just not good enough, meaning Beetlejuice. It's what I'm
And
saying.
that's
And
it.
with Arsenal, we can all see Arsenal's problems. It's all Arsenal's failures. For one, we've got Zinchenko, the pussy, yo. You get me? Yeah, still playing. All right. No strikers. All right. Number 10. Where the fuck is our number 10? You know what I'm saying? I'll probably find Wally before I find fucking Odegaard. That's how bad it is.
Hey, big on my guy De Niro.
Yeah?
See, De Niro, you be crashing on me and I be here defending Spurs, you know. This is crazy work, man. This guy tried to call you lot on not a big side, and I disagree.
The thing is, yeah, even M. De Niro, see,
go on.
Yeah, but you lot ain't a big side. M. De Niro won't even tell you that. You know what I'm saying?
Crazy.
The real M. De Niro will stand up, blood. You get what I'm saying? We don't want this flawless dude trying to gaslight, man. You get me? Say, oh yeah, Tottenham, yeah, fuck Tottenham. You get me?
It's
they got no reason. You know what it is? No, facts, bro. They got no reason to call themselves a big six club. Why? Because they linger around like a dirty whore. You know what I'm saying? They don't wash their panties, bro. That's what they do, bro. Stand in the corner.
Oh, that's yo. You're crashing on Spurs and you saying I've started to do it. Shout out, my guy.
But let's go back to it, bro. Look up the there, bro.
And this is it to C24 as well. Shit. It seems that even when our sides are success, even those, right, he actually don't see De Niro's actually agree with you. All right, De Niro, it's like that, yeah. Fast. Yeah, it seems, and C24. Go, fam. Go.
No, go to.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, when you say Jackson is the developmental player, it seems all our teams are just in the developing stage, even if they're decent. Like you mentioned Liverpool. When I talk to Barnes or Pops or talk, they'll tell you how much they need. Even though they've won the league and they deserve to win the league, they'll tell you, we need a starting left back. We need a backup centre back. We need another central midfielder not necessarily starting. And their attack outside of Salah and Gakpo is dreadful. Let's be honest. Outside of those two, you can maybe add in Diaz because he's decent, but that's it. Liverpool fans, I bet you and any Liverpool fans in the chat, you would take a starting striker and a starting left-handed left winger right now. So you're saying a starting left back, potentially a starting midfielder, and then you're talking a striker and a left winger. So you're saying for a team that's just won the league, you're saying 4 starting players. That's rare. And that's not a shot at Liverpool again, because they deserve to win the league. They've been the most consistent. Slot's done the business. The team's done the business. But that's rare that happens. And you're not the only one. Like Pro asked before about Arsenal, do they need a rebuild? No, Arsenal don't need a rebuild. But Belfast done see now. We need 3-4 players. You get what I'm saying? Manchester United, we just need a whole new club. You know what I'm saying? Just blow it up and start again. Let's be real. Let's just be honest, yo. Let's just be honest, yo. Like, we need more than 3-4. I bet if we ask me and De Niro spoken many a times, if you ask him how many players Spurs need, he gonna tell you a whole new club, get them all out. He gonna tell you, as will Jacob. So that's 3 Chelsea, C24 here. I bet if I ask him, we even spoke about it, I say, how many starting players you need? He gonna mention at least 4. He gonna say at least 4. And they could potentially finish top 5 in the Champions League and win the Conference League. I'm telling you, like, so it just goes to show, Zane. So you got Arsenal, Liverpool, City. They need to go against. They're actually in some form of a rebuild. What exactly? What I don't know. Like me and when next time I talk to Vega, I'll ask him. But it looks like they need 3-4 players. So it's rare. That's what it is. Everyone's just developing. Big up to Markim says, big up Flawless. Why do United need another striker? Are you saying in regards to what right now, or do you mean if we buy one? What do you mean by that, Markim? And I'll answer further. You can easily be fit if you're rotated correctly, Flawless. I don't want my striker rotated, though. I need you to play. If you're Isak, if he's going, let's say he's going Liverpool or Arsenal, you're chasing down the Premier League title, I need you to play 38 games. I don't need to be rotating you. I need you to play 38 games pretty much. 34, 35, I push. And then also, if you're chasing down Champions League, I need you to be fit for that. So, but his record has been better as of late. He had, like I said, I was checking out his injury record. He had a bad injury record a couple of years ago, but he's kind of cleaned it. He's kind of sorted that out. But yeah, still 100 million, I still think is a stretch. Still think. See, look, C24 says it here, 3-4, goalkeeper, 2 centre-backs, a striker. I'm talking about, that's the spine of the team. It's the spine. I said a goalkeeper, 2 centre-backs, and a striker. It's the important part to your team is the spine. Same way I've said about Manchester United for the longest. We need to improve our spine, and we seem to be doing this with Konya and that, but we still need more. 2 central midfielders that I've mentioned, a goalkeeper. Yeah. Oh yeah. I hear you on that. Obviously, you don't need to be playing the whole 90 minutes. I hear you on that. If we fix our spine, I can honestly say we compete for the Prem next season. I hear you, C24. Trust me. I hear you on that. And like Nero said, get the likes, people. Run up the likes. Continue to get your questions in before we close out. Hit that subscribe button as well.
What club is C2 for?
Chelsea fan.
Okay, yeah, I'll get that then.
Chelsea.
But the thing is, yeah, can you do it with your manager? Do you trust your manager to do it?
That's a good question. Yeah, what's he take? You know what? Yeah, I'll answer that actually. He will. I'll answer that. Do you think this will be the biggest summer in the transfer market? Yes, because everybody's shopping. It's rare. Normally, when you look at it, like 2 of the big 6 might be like a bit more chilled, and it's like, all right, we'll do a little less business. Like we'll go just get 1 or 2 players. But everyone's looking improvements and first teamers. Everyone's not looking for developing players. Yes, we'll sign youngsters, but everyone's looking for starters. Manchester United are looking to sign Cunha and Delap to start. That's not nothing like if Arsenal go and get Gyökeres, that's the start. Like play like that. That's what it is. I don't think Liverpool will spend big, but I think they'll spend. I think they'll definitely spend just because of the like you're going to replace Trent. They're probably going to sign a right back. I'm not saying they go get a right back for 80, 90 million, but they're going to, even if it's 20, 30 million. And they'll probably go and try and sign a first choice right back. If Núñez leaves, if Jota leaves, if Diaz leaves, they're going to go try and get strikers or a left winger. What about Szoboszlai? This goes on. What goes in Roberts and Shimikas? If one of them leaves, do they go and try and get a right back and a left back? This is, I can see a lot. Now, all United need is an old school 6 and a 10, but I like where United's at. Okay, Mackin, so you running jokes. There we go, about why do United need a striker. Nope, I don't trust the manager. However, I trust the talent of the team. I just need any manager who's here at Chelsea to not reinvent the wheel and put talent in winning position. That's fair. That's fair enough. But I hear you on that. I don't think anyone there near the top is too far away. I don't think the league is great in terms of quality. So if you can consistently put any run together, you'll be like, look at Nottingham Forest. Nottingham Forest just do the basics very well. And they'll probably finish in the Champions League spots. Do the basics. They got Sells, who's a competent goalkeeper who just does goalkeeping things. He's not trying to be cute and play out from the back and all this nonsense. Man just does basic goalkeeping things. Save shots he should save. Come out for crosses and set pieces. Commanding figure. Not fantastic, but just competent goalkeeper. They're centre-backs. Murillo, Milenkovic, just do centre-back things. None of this getting on the ball and 4 or 5 touches before you play the pass and on the half turn and receiving the ball on your own penalties. None of that. Ain't know who I rate highly. I think he's quality. Like I'd take him at Manchester United in a heartbeat. Why he's on a free and more people are interested in him, I don't know. Because I was talking about him last year, even though they was being relegated. Even though they was battling relegation, sorry. Right back, athletic, good on the ball, just does right back things. Not a right back who can't defend, can defend very well, but also good at getting forward. Left-hand side, Nico Williams as well. Athletic, energetic, effort, can defend to a competent level. They got a whole heap of industrious midfielders in there. Yates, Christie, who else? There's a couple others in there, but they just got hard-working, graft midfielders. Roll your sleeves up, go out there and tackle people. No frills, and pass the ball to the better players. So then you have a base. Then you add in Gibbs White, who's actually quality, who's actually of more quality on the ball. You know what I'm saying? Creative, great. Yeah, I rate him. Technically sound, good ball control, gets assists, get goals, great dribbler, can go past the player, set up others. Then you got just pace on the wings. What can Elanga and Cho do, Ren? All right, cool. So we're going to sit deep and kick the ball along to those two. No frill basics. And then you got Chris Wood, who is just an old-fashioned, old-school number 9. Like their midfield. Just does basic striker things. The ball goes long, he tries to hold it up or flick it on. He ain't worried about being on the halfway line and dropping in and trying to link up with Gibbs White and all this nonsense. No. When the ball goes long, he's there. If Gibbs White puts the ball into the box or it's a cross from the fullbacks or any of the wingers, he's in the box to compete for it. That's all they've done. Nothing. It's been great what Nuno's done, But what I'm saying is what they do on the pitch has been nothing extraordinary. They just do the basics very well. And football has lost that. They've really lost that. They just got players who do what they're supposed to do in the positions they're in. Goalkeeper who's a goalkeeper. Fullbacks who do fullback shit. Centre halves who just get rid of the ball and are tough to beat. Whole heap of hard-working midfielders in there. Gibbs White, who's the little sprinkle of real quality on the ball. Wingers who are fast, and an old school number 9 who heads the ball in the back of the net. It's really not difficult. But you got Southampton trying to play out from the back.
You see, everything that you're saying, this sounds like an early 2000s team.
Yes.
How we remember football, and that's probably why, like, people like yourself, myself, actually like this kind of ball, because that's how football's supposed to be made. It's like it's got so complicated where, like you said, you got to take 52 touches before you even pass the ball forward. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then after you pass the ball forward, you got to pass back to your goalkeeper for what reason? Exactly. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's getting lost. It's like you know what it is? I personally think that even if you brought an array of talent to the league next season, it will still be the same, because the same managers are going to coach the same. And it's
Go on. Yo, you broke up, Duncy. Yo. You.
Yeah.
Yo, you're back. Go on, fam. I think he's broke up. He'll be back in a second, people. He'll be back. But yeah, Duncy made a great point about it just being an old school team. And again, just
but the style of play, because Pep plays his
way. Broke up. Go on.
Arteta plays his way. Maresca's gonna play his way. Can you hear me?
Go on. You keep breaking up, fam. Connection. No, that's all good, fam. No stress. All good.
Yeah. So I said because every single's top.
You'll be back, people. Don't worry about that. Yeah, Villa do it to a lesser extent because they're a little bit more expressive. But what Villa do, again, is the basics very well. They have players like Martinez just does goalkeeping things. He's good at playing out from the back, but I've seen Villa kick it long. You got centre-backs who are in Konza and Mings, and who else did he play at centre-back? Trying to think of their other centre-backs. It's lost me, but you don't know what I'm talking about. They have centre-backs who do centre-back, like they defend first, and then the ball playing after that is second. Digne gets forward, yes, but he'll also get back. Matty Cash, yes. Again, he's not the best, but gets forward, gets back, does full-back things. Their midfield is also very, very hard-working, even though there's skill in there. When you have Kamara who works hard, you have a Onana who's in there, you have a McGinn who's in there as well. Then you have a Tielemans who's the sprinkle of more quality on the ball, but McGinn is good on the ball, as is Kamara, very, very composed. Morgan Rogers, what's understood ain't got to be spoken about. Then you have Ramsey, you have Rashford, you have Asensio out wide. You got quality out wide, and you got Watkins, who's just a running behind striker. You're going to cause problems. You're going to be in the box. You never have to worry about a cross going into the box and Watkins is not there. Whether he wins it, whether he misses, whatever the case may be. And basics. That's what they do very, very well. And I think it's very much a lost art. That's what I'd say. Yeah, it's a very, very much a lost art. And let me get to this. 1 second. Someone said for the sake. Nah, wait. Hold up. Where's this comment? Big up to Keeman says, nah, bro, for the sake of the sport, Spurs and United must crash out of Europe. What, so Bodo Glint reaching the final is a good for the sport? So a Norwegian side, a Norwegian side reaching a final in the second tier European trophy is good for the sport. The Europa League been cooked. Exposed the lack of quality. It's dreadful, including us. I've been saying this. That first leg of the last round opened my eyes to this competition is cheeks in terms of quality. I think Bilbao are a cut above, but I don't think they're anything special. They're the best. I don't think they're anything special. But yeah, let Bodo Glint reach a final. I want to hear your rating on Arteta Flawless. What would have done different if you was in his shoes, and does he deserve to be managing Arsenal? No trophies, 5 years. Your take on this, bro? He doesn't deserve to be managing Arsenal, no, because there should be a criteria for managing Arsenal, and he's not. What's it called? What criteria did he have to manage Arsenal. And Arsenal are a huge club. This is me who's always running bants, running jokes on Arsenal, hate Arsenal, blah, blah, blah. I really, really do. However, what did he do to deserve the job? So has he done a good job at Arsenal? Yes. Has he done a better job at Arsenal than I expected? Also, yes. Without question, has done a much, much, much better job. I mean, a much better job than I expected, because he took Arsenal from being a banter club, finishing outside the top four, and he has solidified Arsenal as one of the better sides in the Premier League, comfortably. Like, no one disputes Arsenal are top four in the Premier League. He has done that. But he's taken Arsenal as far as they can go. Arsenal, in my opinion, now need the next guy to take that next step. He took you on the brink of winning Premier Leagues or close to winning Premier League, Champions League. But you need an elite level manager to take you over the top, and that's not him. So as a Manchester United fan, keep him. You know what I'm saying? Keep him. Like, please do. Everyone who backs him, keep him. I think Arsenal are going out, and I'll be here for the tears. I'll be here for the fucking tears. I can't wait. I cannot wait. I cannot wait for true. We will be here, man. We will be here. You know what I'm saying? Rival tears. We will be here. We will be here, people. We will be here. Don't worry about that. Yeah, when Don C comes back, I'll ask him. C24 says, I think it's hilarious. Our 15th and 17th ranked teams are in the semi-finals of a European tournament. Quality is shit all around Europe. Exactly that. Me and Veta was having this discussion when he was talking about United being unbeaten. And I said to him, and this is to the chat as well, exclude the championship sides. So the sides who have been relegated, Ipswich, Leicester, Southampton. Over 2 legs, what sides in the Premier League do you think Manchester United beat? Who would you pick Manchester United to beat over 2 legs? So exclude the 3 teams who have gone down. And it's obviously including us. So what's that? That's 50. Wait. Yeah, that's 15 teams. So the 15 other teams in the Premier League. Let me know. Like, I genuinely want to know, people. Let me know. Like, excluding us. Sorry, not 15, 16. Sorry, 16. So the 16 other teams in the Premier League. Who would you pick Manchester United to beat over 2 legs? That's to everyone in the chat. I did see you lot were linked to KDB. I did see that. I actually don't think that's the worst signing in the world, you know. I really, really don't. KDB is a squad player. Why not? Why not? LOL, you asked Veta the same question, and I really had to think about it. See? Look. Now, we won't beat you lot over 2 legs. You think we beat? Nah, not over 2 legs. We won't beat Villa over 2 legs. We might nick 1, but we wouldn't like beat you lot over 2 legs. Nah. I disagree with that. So man is saying none. Chelsea, just got a draw written all over it because all we do is draw. None. But you lot will beat us at the end of the season. Chelsea and Spurs. Spurs will beat us 3 times this season. Chelsea, really? I said Man City. Nah. Brentford. Didn't Brentford already beat us this season? Brentford. Yeah, I think you lot are being kind. Yeah, we can't beat you at home in your 2 shit years you've ever seen, let alone beat you at OT. You know what? Says. But what I'm saying is, look at the minimal names, people. Let's say 1 or 2 names. No one said 4 or 5. No one said, Wolves, Spurs, West Ham, Palace, Brentford, for example. No one's mentioning 4, 5 or more names. People are mentioning 1 or 2 names max. That shows you the level we're at. So how the hell are we in a European semi-final? That tells you the level of the competition. That tells you about Lyon. That tells you about Sociedad. Because I say this again, they're 2 of the worst. They're 2 of the worst performing teams I've seen against us all season long. Dreadful. Lyon in that first leg, dreadful. People just didn't speak about it because we drew the Onana mistakes, the drama. They were awful. Don't get it twisted. We were also bad because we're also bad. But I'm talking about the opposition. Sociedad, over those 2 legs, dreadful. Southampton put in a better performance at OT than Sociedad did. Let me repeat that. Southampton put in a better performance at Old Trafford this season in the Premier League games against us than Sociedad did when they came in. Even when we went a goal down, I was like, yeah, we got this. And it was dreadful in the away leg. Any decent team has packed us up this season. But yeah, you got Lyon going life and death with us. 4-2 up with, 10 minutes to go, and you can't hold on for a draw. and where we don't score. This is well known. There's more WrestleManias than we are going to score goals in the Premier League by the end of the season. There's more WrestleManias. Ain't like WrestleMania 40. Can anyone guarantee we gonna score more than 40 goals? Or is it WrestleMania 41, 42, whatever the case may be? What are we doing here? So that tells you the quality. Because I got told, I was lied to about Sociedad. People told me Sociedad this, Sociedad that. United's record in Spain, English teams in general, terrible record. Zubimendi, you lot are going to get moved to blah, blah, blah. And I watched that first game and I was like, is this what they've got? How we didn't win that first leg is a travesty. And then we battered them in the second leg. Battered them. And we don't batter teams like that. The only team we battered this season, there's been a couple others in the Europa League, but English like Barnsley. Everton were in a terrible state at the time. And then Leon in that first leg, I was like, is this it? Expected to be a hostile environment and then playing at a quick tempo. They scored because of 2 0-9 dreadful mistakes. If you take out those 2, they don't score outside of that. Bear in mind, we were playing Garnacho and Højlund up top. 2 non-goal scorers. 2 players that don't get goals, don't get assists. At all. Don't get goals, do not get assists. Right. So when they were playing against 9 men and still conceded twice. It's eye-opening, people. Frightening. Go back and watch them games, man. Go back and watch that game against Leon. I'm telling you. I said Bournemouth. Oh, did we beat Brentford at home? All right, first. I stand corrected. First. Europa League is worse as Champions League don't drop down anymore. Europa and Conference are poor competitions. I go one further. The quality of the semi-finalists in the Conference League is probably better than the quality of the semi-finalists in Europa League. Make that make sense. How is it the Conference League, the third tier European competition, and you say their 4 semi-finalists are better than the Europa League ones? That is mad. That is mad. Because Chelsea, the only team Chelsea might not be better than is Bilbao. They're better than United, they're better than Spurs, they're better than Bodo Glimt. Real Betis, where are they at in their league? Real Betis sat 6. So Real Betis the same. And they're 9 points off of Bilbao with a game in hand. So they could be 6 points off them. So that tells you the level of Real Betis. Fiorentina are 8th. So you could argue that Fiorentina, Real Betis, and Chelsea are better than Manchester United, Spurs, and Bodo Glimt. Alarming when you start talking about it, people. Alarming when you very, very alarming when you start talking about it. Supremely alarming. Telling you. That game pissed me off, not just because we lost the Conference League game, but the fact you came back down with 4-2 to win it. Telling you. Alarming. You have scored 38 goals. Will you score 4 goals in the last 5 games? Depends on the team. Never again. Never see Ryan anywhere ever again, or never wear a bucket hat ever again. Choose one. What do you think? Watch this guy, man. Asking me questions you know the answer to. I'll let you figure that one out, Hassan. Make sure you lot subscribe to Don Hassan as well. LOL, yo, that's crazy because you make a really good point. C24, when you start talking about it, it's alarming. But because it's Manchester, all the focus on us and Manchester United being bad, because we're Manchester United, because we're a juggernaut, etc. I hear that. I include us in that. But again, I keep saying it. Yo, if we was that's what annoys me. This is what annoys me so much, is that if you're a competent unit, you win this competition, especially without Champions League teams dropping down. Because Champions League teams are mollywop. Any Champions League side who's of any quality is mollywhopping all the teams in this competition. Mollywhopping, absolutely walking through them. So I'm glad they're not dropping down. Unfortunately for us, we got Bilbao, who stylistically match up against us horrible for us. Even though I think Williams is injured and he could be out, and also their number 10 could be out. But Steve was saying they got a good backup number 10. I can't remember his name. You don't know what I'm talking about. I don't watch Bilbao like that. But if you have pace and power, we struggle. That's what you have to do. If you're a pace and power team, we'll struggle. And you don't even need to be like full 11. If you just have 4 or 5. That's why we struggled against Leon when they went down to 10 men. When they went down to 10 men. Paul Scholes made the point and he was spot on. Spot on when he said it. About the reason why we couldn't take advantage is because we still just didn't have the foot speed. We just didn't have like the physicality to get about them. And then on the flip side, we don't even have the technical players to keep the ball. So it's kind of like, yes, Warrior J, the atmosphere will be fire as well at Bilbao. And I've seen us fold. That's it. Sanket. Thank you, Sai. That's the number 10 for them that's injured. So just keep the tie alive. But I think we don't keep the tie alive. I've seen these lot fold. Too much. So, you know, seen these lot fold way, way, way too much in difficult times. But then again, they didn't fold against Leon, and I expected us to fold against Leon. That Lacazette scoring that penalty and sprinting to the bench is still in my memory. Like that image. I remember how I felt. I felt sick to my stomach. Go back and watch the watch along. You see me emotionally going through it. You lot watched it. You know what I'm saying? Like, for those that did watch it, shout out to Warrior J because he timestamped it. And you seen it. Wait, what scoreline you think would happen in the first leg against Bilbao? Probably 2-0 Bilbao. I'm not going to lie. I don't think Ahmad's fit. And his manager going to play that lineup. You can't go there and start Garnacho and Højlund, and that's what he's going to do. Can't go there and start. You playing with 9 men. Playing with 9 men. They don't give you anything. Literally playing with 9 men. Because they don't give you goals, they don't give you assists. Then they're not even technically sound to hold the ball up. They don't run in behind and cause issues. Like in basketball, when they say, "Oh, certain players guard themselves," that's Garnacho and Højlund. These players they guard themselves. Yes, Garnacho set up the goal against Leon. The only time he's actually looked decent, those two, is in the Europa League. How you go one in however what? These two players, both went 20 plus games without a goal in the Premier League. But then they go to the Europa League and start scoring goals and getting assists. It tells you the level of it. Even the two sides they scored it. Even the side they scored against in the Premier League is a championship side because they scored against Leicester. Take out their goals against Leicester. It's longer than that. Garnacho scored 1 goal in the Premier League in Amorim's reign. 1 goal, and it was against Leicester. And Højlund's just a non-goal scorer. And he gonna go there and play that stupid lineup. Now, if Maino's out there, Bruno's out there, maybe Ahmad gets off the bench, highly unlikely, then we got more of a chance. But it's gonna be it's gonna be the holy trinity of hell of Bruno, Højlund, and Garnacho. And you can't get away with that there. Against Leon, Sociedad, yes. Against Bilbao, no, I think they're too good for that. But we move. Let's see. Yeah, man said, I made a bet. Scumbags go to the final, so I need to draw away and a dramatic win second, like to collect $100. Well, try. You think Maresca is good enough to win Chelsea a league? Not currently, no. From what I've seen, no. He's not good enough to win them a league. No, he's not. It's a very strange question, to be honest. But here we are. Very strange question. This Bilbao team ain't as good as previous years. Stop Nico, they're garbage. Catalan, the problem is, can we stop Nico? I don't think we can. Wait, Nico's the one who plays on the left, right? Is he the one who played? Because I always get them mixed up. Against Dalot, that's barbecue chicken. You see what Fofana did? Look at what Wesley Fofana did. Set up their 3rd and 4th goals. And that's just because he's skillful. Even when he got on, I was like, he's causing problems. If you are skillful, can dribble, be direct and quick, you'll cause problems for us. Because again, this manager will play daft lineups. Dalot will play. Don't know if the Litz back, so Maguire gonna play. Shaw might get out there. Barbecue chicken alert. That's Luca with the ball in his hands and Gobert's on him, and he does this. Hey, that shit. Does this. Hey, I got this. Don't set no screens, no nothing. It's barbecue chicken alert. I'm telling you. Damn, you genuinely have no hope for Bilbao. I think you guys scam Europa. I hope I'm wrong. And we do scam it. I just can't see it. Just really can't. Sorry, not Wesley. Malik Fofana. There's too many Fofanas, man. You know which Fofana I'm talking about, man. Malik Fofana. You don't know. You don't know. Flawless, which team in the NBA playoffs you surprised and which team disappointed you the most? Oh, that's a good question. Surprise. Disappointed the Grizzlies. I thought they'd get beat by the Thunder, but they just getting absolutely mollywhopped. So I'd have to say Memphis. They've been disappointing. And then surprised. Probably the Clippers, to be honest. Because they've pushed the Nuggets. You know what I'm saying? They've pushed the Nuggets far. So that's what I'd say. The Clippers, they might have to surprise. Because even the first game they lost went to OT. It was close. And I don't rate, outside of Kawhi, Harden, I do rate Zubac, but I don't rate their team highly like that. So I'm looking forward to that game tonight. That game 3 going to be fire. Do I accept Rice now that Rice was worth the money? No. Flawless, I'm more confident we win Bilbao than I was on Leon. Bilbao more shit. Why do you, all right, AG, let me ask you, why do you think Bilbao worse than Leon? Based off of what? Because I don't think Bilbao worse than Leon. If we go 4-2 down to, if we play like we did in the first leg against Leon against Bilbao, we'll lose, in my opinion. All right, for real. Do I think any signing is worth more than £80 million can be worth it without the signing winning major trophies? Depends where you go to. Wait, do you think any signing is worth more than... Also, you're saying, so to answer your question, so you're asking me if a player is signed for 80 million, or you saying going to get a player, like where he's been at. Ask me this again. So why? So it's a wild username. That's what I'm even saying. It's a crazy username. But ask me this again, and I'll answer it, so I can fully understand the question. Yeah, from what I've watched Bilbao. They see miles better than Leon. 100%. 100%. Without doubt. What is this? So I don't get, please let me know, AG, why you're more confident. Because Bilbao don't play possession-based game and we play possession-based, less possession, less danger. So that just means that we're going to be getting forward and they can try hit us on the counter-attack, if that is the case. So I don't see where you're getting your confidence from. Bear in mind, they got stern defense. What makes you think we're breaking them down? They got the best defense in La Liga. They have the best defense in La Liga. What makes you think we're breaking them down? We don't score goals and don't create chances. Please let me know. And like, if Ahmad's back, I hear it. If Ahmad and Mano are out there, I hear it. Ahmad won't be back and he ain't going to start Mano. Okay, so yes, if a player is signed for 80 million, do you think the player would be worth it if they don't win any major trophies? Yeah, because you can definitely perform to a high level and be worth your price tag, but the team around you is not good. So yeah, you can definitely be signed for 80 million and do on that. It's not solely on team accolades. To me, it's a combination of the two. So what did you do from an individual standpoint? Okay, what was the team like around you? What was the context? That's what I'd say. So you can definitely be worth 80 million. 100%. 100%. Like Manchester United, if you are we wrong? Like, for instance, Cole Palmer's season last season at Chelsea. You can't fault him for Chelsea not winning anything because he was on point the whole season. So let's say they had signed him for 80 million and you put in a season like that. That's not on you. Yeah, hey, C24, I am not backing it. He says, Bilbao have the best defense, technically sound, and have a little bit more P&P than United, but I still need my $100. So whatever you say, I believe it. I'm not involved. I just want to know how we breaking them down. AG, I'm ready to be lied to believe this. They have the best defense in La Liga. We have one of the worst attacks in the Premier League. And we like bottom 4. Wait, yeah, there are league goals. So the only sides that have scored less than us is the 3 relegated sides and West Ham. Oh, sorry, and Everton. So Everton, West Ham, Ipswich, Leicester, and Southampton. So 3 of them are relegated, and 4 of the 5 of them are in the bottom 4. Literally. Please, I'm just, yeah. I am baffled. I am baffled. I am super baffled. Flawless, do you think Xavi will work at Real? Because I've never seen Real play a back 3. I'm not sure. Yes, but we are better physically. Are we better physically? Are we? I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Are we better physically? Are we? I don't know about that one. Based off of what? Based off of what? Yeah. I watched them against Roma too. I did. They were shocking. They weren't shocking against Roma. They weren't shocking. But I do think the red card spoiled the game from a neutral standpoint. But guess what? We ain't better than Roma. What are we doing? You people realize where Manchester United are and what we've been. We're not better than Roma. They were the two sides. That tie, I was like, I don't want to face either of these. We're not better than Roma. What is going on? What makes us like Roma could have beat them. And I'd be sat here saying the same thing. People realize that we are 2 points off 17th. Where is this? Our attack is dreadful. And they have the best defensive record in the league. And we don't keep clean sheets. What? Explain it to me, please. AG, explain it to me, please. You said, yeah, but we have better physical. We're not a physical side. We lack pace and power. We do lack running ability. What is going on? We don't have runners like that. We have some mobile players, but we don't have no power like pace. We the dog you in pretty much it. Heaven, if he plays, Euro can shift. Maz is decent, so's Dalit. But you got Dalot, Maguire out there. Gate, okay, can do his thing. Casemiro, not the most mobile. And our attack stinks. Please let me know. To Rasmus, to AG, how are we scoring? How? They have the best defensive record in La Liga. So that means they have a better defensive record than Atletico Madrid. Granted, are they better than Atletico Madrid? No, but they have a better defensive record than Atletico Madrid. So that shows you where they're at. See? So now it's just hope. I don't think they're very good, but we have a shocking attack, and we're not very good. We're worse than very good. We are awful. Again, people, we are 2 points off of 17th. We are 2 points from 17th. So if they're not very good and they're sat 4th in their league, what are we? They're not very good, Rasmus. You've just said this. Cool. I even dispute it. I don't watch Bilbao like that. When I've watched them a few times, I have been impressed. But let's say this is, yeah, they're not very good. Let's say this is right. If they're not very good, what are we? Because if roles were reversed, and this is where people let the badge, you see this badge here? You know what I'm saying? The United badge, let them fool them. Let's reverse this. This is to everyone in the chat. Manchester United were 4th in the Premier League, had the best defensive record in the league, and Bilbao was 14th, 2 points off of 17th, and hadn't won back-to-back games all season, had non-goal scorers up top, and had scored 33 goals. Wait, let me double check this, get this right. And had scored 38 league goals in 33 games. So let's say Bilbao were 14th in their league, 33 games played, had scored 38 goals, conceded 46, minus 8 goal difference, and we're on 38 points at this time. And on the flip side, we were 4th, and we had the best defensive record in the league. What would Manchester United fans be saying about Bilbao? Don't worry, I'll wait. Don't worry, I'll wait. And that's everyone in the chat. That's not just United fans. Someone let me know. What would, and that's if you're an Arsenal fan, a Chelsea fan, a Liverpool fan, put your club there. Whatever your club is, put your club there. So wherever your team is. So your team, so C24 Chelsea fan, for example, Chelsea are 4th. Best defensive record in the league, and you're playing Bilbao, who are sat 14th in their league, 33 games played, 38 goals scored, sat on 38 points, 2 points off 17th, and hadn't won back-to-back games all season long. And their manager had a below 30% win rate. What would you be saying about Bilbao? Please, someone let me, please. I'm not, this is a Q&A, but now I'm asking you lot the questions. I need the answers from you lot. That's what I want to know, because I want to know where this optimism's come from. So please let me know what the conversation would be right now, if that was the case. Someone please let me know. Please. Please let me know. What's this question again? Flawless. I didn't listen to the question since EAFC 25 is stressing me out. So, Warrior J, let's say I use because you're Chelsea. So let's say Chelsea were facing Bilbao, Europa League semi-final. And Chelsea was sat 4th in the Premier League, had the best defensive record in the league. And then on the flip side, Bilbao was sat 14th, 2 points off 17th, hadn't won back-to-back league games all season, had only scored 38 league goals in 33 games, was sat on 38 points, and their new manager who came in November had less than a 30% win rate. What would you be saying about Bilbao? How confident would you be? What would you be saying about that tie? If your team was in that predicament? Like, legit. Yeah, like, please let me know. Like, please let me know. I genuinely want to know. When did we play Bilbao? What year was it? Can you answer my question, please? I actually genuinely want to hear. Can you answer my question, please, Rasmus? Let me know. Because I'm kind of good at asking these questions. Can you answer my question? I'll get to this. I'll start this, but can you answer the question I asked you? Please. Oh, yeah, of course anything can happen. I just want it. Again, I hear that, Prom. I can hear that. I just want to answer to my question, though. That's all. That's it. When did we play Bilbao? Was it 2013? Okay. Okay, so this was... was it 2011, 2012? All right. So let me check the La Liga table. 2011, 2012. La Liga. Standings. Let's see. So Bilbao were nowhere near as bad as we've been. Because obviously we faced them. I'm just doing my research here for when people say stuff. That's all. Hold up. Give me a second. Because I just want to make sure we got things right. That's all. You gotta do your due diligence, people. That's all it is. 2012. Yeah, 2011, 2012 it was. So we faced I'm just having a look here. 8th of March. All right. So I need to try and find that. Right. Oh. A Liga table. 11, 12. 8th of March. I'm just here looking for some information, people. That's all. Bear with me. Run up the likes as well. Hit the subscribe button, please. See where we at. Where are they? Bilbao. I can't find them. Where the fuck are they? I'm trying to find the table from when we played them, people. That's all. That's what I'm doing. Trying to find the table for when Manchester United faced them in March. We faced them 8th of March, 2012. So I'm trying to find the table from the 8th of the La Liga table from 8th of March, 2012. But I can't seem to locate it, unfortunately. I don't know why. Because they was in the league. Where are they? Are they under a different name? All right. So Madrid, Barca, Valencia, Levante. Oh, okay. So, people, this is why we do research. No, Rasmus, this is why we got to do research. Because I've just done my research. So please, and we all make mistakes. I make them as well. Because you said, I think the last time we faced them, the roles were reversed. We ended at the top and Athletic. No, they weren't close to relegation. Because this is what I was looking for. They was not close to relegation. They was not. You know where they was when we faced them? 5th. So please, no, like we can't just throw out statements without doing our research, please. So this is not the case. They were sat 5th. They actually got worse because they ended up finishing that season 10th. But they were 5th at the time we faced them. People, you can go check this yourself. 2011, 2012 season. They were 5th at that time, 8th of March. They ended up finishing 10th. So this is incorrect. So, well, exactly. 5th now relegate. We can't just say anything to try and make our points. Yep, they were 5th. You check it because that's what I was literally just searching up now. 5th in La Liga, technically 12th in the Prem. They still weren't there. They still weren't battling relegation. That Bilbao side wasn't as bad as this Manchester United side is the point I'm making. Just saying. Just saying. Just saying. So again, to answer the top, where's AG gone? AG, let me know, man. If roles were reversed and we was in Bilbao's position right now and Bilbao was in our position, what would you be saying about them? We got to be honest, people. I'm a Manchester United fan. Am I biased towards my club? Yes, but we got to have honest and open conversation. Open and honest conversations. Like, let's be really real about it. Oh, my battery about to die. I need to go get my charger. You lot, run up the likes. Hit the subscribe button. I'm right here. You lot get in. Subscribing my charger. That's it. You lot can hear me. So I'm just saying, I want to know what the conversation would be, roles reversed, to see where this optimism is coming from. Now, the whole thing about, oh, it's a cup competition, any team can win. I hear that. That's what I hear that. Without question, I hear that. Don't die for a second. But that's not what I base my assessment of. And I hope I'm wrong on this. But everything leans towards them outside of the second leg being at Old Trafford. And I've heard nothing to say any different. Like, I'm open for it. Yeah, open and honest. Exactly. Because we have to have open and honest conversations. Like it is. Like, and if they weren't there relegation, I would have been like, all right, Fez. Cool, Rasmus. See, if you were to open with this, I hear this. Because I am in the same boat in regards to the hope thing. He says it's based on hope. No reason. Even if they had leaky defense, we got nothing up front. More chance of the ball hitting the ref and ended up in the back of the net than my namesake scoring. That's it. If you would have just said, hey, this is based on hope, I would have said, I'm with you. Fully get it, man. GGMU, MUFC, hear it. Straight hope, man. But I don't let my hope get in my way of my logic. But I hear you, Rasmus. I respect that you said, hey, it's hope. I get it. I get it. I really, really do. That too, Hanno. We've been fortunate that the second legs have been at OT. I think that has helped us. I think that has helped us. And that is the thing that is in our favor in this tie, in my opinion. Yeah. I think so. Wait, what? I don't know if you read this, but Rasmus Højlund leaving United this summer is plausible. Hey, man, him, Garnacho, out of here, man. Him, Garnacho, out of here. Love that. Let's go, man. Let's go. Get rid of these scrubs. Tired of it. It's highly possible that Alejandro Garnacho leaves Manchester United this summer. Hopefully he goes to the Chelsea. I'll send you a shirt, Hannah, with his number on it, with Chelsea. I'll send that over to South Africa. I'll pay the extra fee to get there so it gets there expeditiously. And this is great news. Trent is expected to join Real Madrid as a free agent. Love that. C240, you say, Flawless, we all agree with you how the optics don't favor United versus Bilbao. But then people think we going to win the game. That's what I don't get. Not saying you in particular, but all the optics favor them, but people are confident we get through. So tell me what, if it's based in hope, I hear it. I'm basing it in hope. I'm hoping, hey, they have 2 off days. They have 2 off nights, and we get to the final. I don't think 1 off night is enough, to be honest. Because as much as them having an off night, will this manager pick the right lineup? Highly unlikely. Is Ahmad back? Highly unlikely. Even though he's trading, so. What would be my starting 11 against Bilbao? Bayern there, forget Onana. This is everybody fit, right? Is De Ligt available? I'll do 2 anyway if De Ligt's not available. I'd go Maz, De Ligt, Euro. If De Ligt's not fit, I'd go Maz, Euro, Heaven. Wing backs. I'd go Dorgu, Amas. I'd go Dorgu left wing back, Amas right wing back. Midfield, Casemiro, Agate. Front 3. Fuck. Maino. Bruno I'd play as the 9. And Eriksen. Don't like it, but that's the best we've got. And it stinks. It really does. Only possible thing shining light is Ahmad back for the second leg. Let's hope so. How many ways can you see United beat Bilbao over 2 legs? I could see an extra time thing. Like a red card, 10 men, them getting tired. Which is most likely of us beating them. Us getting a draw over there and beating them here. So we go like 1-1. Like a 1-1 game, 2-2 over there. Similar to the last away legs. So we drew against Leon, we drew against Sociedad, and then we beat them like 2-1 here, or like 2-0 here, or something like that. But even that, just make sure the tie's still alive. If we win over there, my confidence changes a hell of a lot. Because that's going to be a tough place to win. All right, let me check their home record. Bet their home record is good. Let me check. Bilbao, I bet their home record is good. Let me see. See, like me looking up stats. All right. Okay. Yeah, I was right. See how I just guessed this shit. They've lost 1 game at home in the league. So 16 games played, 11 wins, 4 draws, 1 loss. Scored 31, only conceded 14. No, wrong team. Tell a lie. My apologies. That's Atletico Madrid. Bilbao, sorry, 36 points. So, yeah, I was right, though. They've only lost 1 game. So the 4th best home record. 17 games played, 10 wins, 6 draws, 1 loss. Scored 31. They've only conceded 10 goals at home. 36 points, plus goal difference of 21. On the flip side, they're away form. They're the 5th best. 16 games played, 6 wins, 6 draws, 4 losses. Only scored 19, conceded 16, plus 3 goal difference, 24. So they've lost 1 game at home this season. And it's probably to Madrid, maybe Barcelona, I'm guessing. Like, no, Harry Amas, wingback. He played against Wolves and he played against Newcastle as well. If Bilbao is that much better, then a loss wouldn't be on Amri Amar. No, it's on everybody. Because it's not about losing, it's about how you lose. Did you give Manchester United the best possible platform to succeed from a manager standpoint? So did you pick the correct lineups in both games? Did you make the correct tactical Did you make, was the tactics right at the start of the game? Did you make the right tactical adjustments during the 2 games? Did you make the right substitutions during the both games? All of these things tie into it. All of these things. There's a way to lose. If he does everything right and we lose, I'm crashing more on the players. But then again, if I'm crashing on the players, he's probably going to play the same players who have been failing him all season long. So if you start with a front three that is Bruno, Højlund, and Garnacho, that hasn't worked all season long, that's on the manager. Højlund don't score goals, Garnacho don't score goals. And then you're going to play the rest 7 defensive players because it's going to be Cass, Agate, Dalot, Dorgu, the 3 centre-backs. So that's the 3 centre-backs, 2 wing-backs, the 2 central midfielders. So you got 7 defensive players out there, and then 2 of your front 3 don't score. 2 of your front 3 then don't score. What are we doing out here? You know what I'm saying? Absolutely dreadful. It is. Bear me, you lot. 1 second. Big up you lot. That was months. That's why I picked up there. So I'll be on Big Six Pants in about an hour. But yeah, only 1 loss at home. The more and more I talk about it, it's crazy. Like, how much do you see Madrid losing on the weekend? I go on the flip side. I think they win. I don't think they lose. Do they have any injuries? Yes, Williams is injured, and the number 10, I forgot his name again. Their number 10, he's injured as well. So they got a couple of injuries. They might have more, but I'm not sure. But you know what? We have information right here. Let's see. 1 second. Hold up. Bilbao. Let's see current injuries. Injury list. Let's find out, people. Let's actually find out. Injury list. That's risk of suspension. If anyone's got the injury list before me, let me know. Because this is just saying suspension. This ain't giving me the injury list. Let me see what the MEN's saying. All right. So, let's see. I think it's just Williams and someone else. This laptop's making pure noise as well. Let me close down some of these tabs. Jesus. It's just making hella noise. That's it. Sankit. Yeah. Now I think Mons is on there, so I'll just be a panelist. So yeah, like you can't even do that. And to Keeban, he was talking about what did you say? You said something about the league and is about, where was it? About you don't want to hear about the Liga. That's a whole 5th in the Liga is technically 12th in the Prem. Based off of what? What are we basing this off? I'm lost. Like, how have we got to this metric? I'm lost. How 5th in the Liga is 12th in the Premier League. Yeah. How is I'm lost. I don't know. I don't know. Which brother is it? I always get mixed up. Is it not Naki Williams who's injured? Not Nico. Or is it Nico Williams? Fuck those. I don't know. You lot gotta tell me. This is where you lot come in handy, and you lot tell me these things. I'm looking here. Yeah, because Nico Williams played. So I thought, what did he pull up injured in this game? He must have got injured in that game then, right? But that shit was only yesterday. So did he get injured yesterday? Let me know, because he came off the bench. Let me actually just find out. Let's see. There we go. Oh, that's not even. So having a look here now. So he's not saying he's injured. This is just saying he'll miss the game against Real Madrid. He'll be assessed in the upcoming days to see if he can be available to face Manchester United in 11 days. But that was 4 days ago. So who knows? Oh, is he trolling? Oh, how's that loss? Here's a Nico. But all right, people, we're going to close out because we've been there a couple hours anyway. Let me see who's live. Run up the likes, hit the subscribe button. We'll be back updating on Spotify soon, people. I'm literally trying to sort that out now. That's what I was doing when I was on the other laptop at times. I was literally trying to sort that out and get it patterned and sorted and all the audio back on there. But yeah, we're going to close out anyway. We're going to redirect. Big up to everyone that is tapped in. Also, just refreshing now to set up. Oh, Saeed, what? Saeed, Lee, and North. Wait, are they all live together or are they all live separate? Everyone's live, yo. Shout out to everyone working, man. Everyone is working, man. I respect it. Everyone is working for true. All right, let's see. Shit, everyone is working. Fuck. All right, I'm going to redirect to Saeed. That's what I'm going to send you, look. I redirect to Saeed. That's what I'm going to do. That's why I'll send you, look. Send you lot over to Saeed for real. Bye. We're going to close out, people. Big up. Hope you lot enjoyed the solo Q&A. Normally, these are short, but we got talking and I got talking and we're in conversation. We're back live tonight. Pro Clubs, people. We're going to run Pro Clubs at 10:30 p.m. UK time. That'll be live on the YouTube and the playback. Someone asked earlier, I think it was Pro. Yes, we're back live on the playback as well. NBA playoffs. We're back live for the third game 3. Game 3, people. Denver Nuggets versus the LA Clippers, people. That is 3 a.m. UK time, people. So it will be the Denver Nuggets, LA Clippers first game in LA. So we won't be doing Pistons, Knicks, or Grizzlies, Thunder. And then following that, in regards to NBA, I will do Friday night. I'll do the Indiana Pacers, Milwaukee Bucks game. And then leading into that, we will be doing game 3 of the LA Lakers Timberwolves series as well. Saturday, you'll get only one you'll get Saturday night is Rockets Warriors. You'll get that game 3 there. So you get Houston Rockets, Golden State Warriors. Sunday, you'll get game 4, LA Lakers, Timberwolves. You'll also get the Indiana Pacers, Milwaukee Bucks game 4 as well, because there's so much going on, people. We are stacked, people, in regards to shows. Saturday is a madness. I think it's the most streams I've ever done in a day, I think. I've done long streams, but it's the most streams I've ever done in the day, so it'll be the longest day. Because Saturday we start over on the playback. So make sure you get to the playback. Download the playback at www.playback.tv/sarcasmcitytv, or just download the playback app from your app store. Lakers is game 4 is Sunday, 8:30 p.m. UK time. And then game 3 is 2:30 a.m. Friday night. So it's Friday night, early hours of Saturday morning, and then it's Sunday, 8:30 p.m. But Saturday stacked, people. So we're gonna start 12:30 p.m. Chelsea versus Everton. That'll be the watch along Premier League on the playback. 3 p.m. Newcastle versus Ipswich. 5:15 p.m. Sorry, let me stand corrected. 5:15 p.m. The Crystal Palace versus Aston Villa FA Cup semi-final. Then what we got following that? Copa del Rey final. How could I forget? El Clasico, 9 p.m. UK time. That'll be live here on the playback and the YouTube. Then following that, straight into the Chris Eubank Jr. Conor Ben bout. Straight into that, straight after that. So that'll be like 10:30 p.m., 10:45 p.m., depending on ring walk time, straight into that. And then following that, straight into the Premier League podcast, the Yardman edition. And then following that, you will then get the Indiana Pacers, Milwaukee Bucks game 3. Let me just double check that I got that right. No, I tell a lie. Rockets, Warriors, people. Houston Rockets, Golden State Warriors. So, Chelsea versus Everton. I got this. Chelsea versus Everton. Newcastle versus Ipswich. FA Cup semi-final with Crystal Palace, Aston Villa. El Clasico. Copa del Rey final. Barcelona, Real Madrid. Chris Eubank Jr., Conor Ben. Premier League podcast, the Yardman edition. This is all from memory, people. And then following that, Houston Rockets, Golden State Warriors. So yeah, you're getting 7 streams, people. So literally from like 12:30 p.m. to about 4:30 a.m. Just saying. You already know. Yeah, man. Pull up, man. Don't see you already know, family. Anything on tonight? Clippers Nuggets. But if you want to know what's on tonight, check out the schedule on the YouTube. Check out the schedule on the playback. Check out both, people. But Saturday, that was all off memory as well. I'm gonna do a video. Feeling like I'm in my Eddie Hearn bag. You know what I'm saying, with the promo. Why are you not paying homage to the schedule? Why are you not paying homage to the schedule? Stacked. But like I said, again, all on the schedule here on the YouTube and on the playback. So big up. Love to everyone that's locked in. All good, man. Well, thank you for that. You lot show appreciation, so it's all good. That's dedication. Here to provide best content for you lot, man. That's all I'm trying to do. So literally Saturday all day long. Even tomorrow as well. Even tomorrow, the streams tomorrow. Sarcastic and Savage podcast. I know you lot love that. So I'll be back. I'm saying with Crazy Ass Savage. So that idiot woman will be live. Me, her, great artist called Molly J. So that'll be 7 p.m. And then it'll probably be the Chelsea show, but slightly later. I need to talk to the Chelsea lot. Manchester United Chelsea podcast. I do need to talk to the Chelsea lot to pattern that. I really, really do. And then, of course, as well as NBA playoffs. So Friday, you'll get Bucks Pace. So tomorrow, that's Bucks Pacers, or Pacers Bucks, I should say, game 3. And then the Lakers Timberwolves game 3 as well. Oh, yeah. She absolute nut job. Mad annoying. For real. We already know, man. She loves me. But anyways, we're closing out. Redirecting to Saeed. This has been Sarcasm City Sports Q&A solo edition featuring Don Cedo, who pulled up. And he says, I watch you a lot. Rarely comment. Big up. Hey, appreciate Rasmus, man. Whether you watch or comment or not. But big up. This has been the solo sports Q&A live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Thank you very much for tuning in.